Hello everybody and welcome back to more Danganronpa. If you're following along in real time, it's been a while because I've been on an on-call shift. But if you're watching this in order, you don't have to worry about that. So, thank you all for coming back to the stream. Last time, we found that body thing that was like masked and then it kerploded. Yes, I have been revived like Tupac. Thank you, Sega, for reviving Tupac or trapping him. I don't know which one does. Anyway, this is literally right after the 2026 Summer Games Fest. So yeah, I'm hot off of having Tupac being revived. So I have my thoughts about this. I think I remember stuff about the case. Let's open up the e-handbook to jog my memory. I'm kind of drunk tonight. That's not the e-handbook, that's presents. Monokuma file. Let's get myself caught up. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. Yes. Very stuffy. Jeff really likes to fuck puppets, you know? Weird how he fucked Jigsaw right up on stage. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. Explosion. Okay, so fake nails. There's no way this isn't Junko. Tattoo. Oh my god. There were 5 chickens, and then there were 4, and then there were none. Titanium arrows. Secret tool which grants access to any room of the school to sneak into the 2nd floor of the dorms. The bloody type. Anyways. Do I have any more skills that I can equip? No. Class trial. Let's start the trial. I could use this refresher. Yes, let's discuss the specifics of the victim. Do we have a DNA analysis? Are you fucking stupid? Hero. The victim has to be Kyoko. Ghost technology. Me when I meant Phantom.
あの死体がキリギリさんじゃないってことを証明すればいいんだよね。だったらキリギリさんの特徴とあの死体の特徴を照らし合わせてみようか。
Wait, I actually have to prove this? Wait, what the fuck? Gloves? I mean, of course it wouldn't have her piercing glare anymore. There's no fucking face. Oh my god, man. Gloves.
キリギリさんの手袋だよ。そこに謎を解く手がかりがあるはずなんだ。
Yeah, it's your gloves.
それならキリギリが手袋を身につけている理由も説明しておいた方がいいん
Kyoko,
じゃない
take off your gloves.
知ってるの？
No.
このクマから聞いたぞ。手にある人に見せたくない跡を隠すためらしいな。
あ、そういえばあの死体って手袋してなかったよね。
And they had nails.
爆発で手袋が燃えただけだろ。そんなんじゃ俺は納得しねえぞ。みんな幽霊に惑わされてんだべ。
Hero, there's no way that corpse was Kyoko. What? What the fuck do you mean if I don't prove why? I don't have any. What do you? Huh? Okay. What do you mean I have to prove this? Holy shit, man.
そこにいるキリギリッチは幽霊なんだ。
そんなわけないじゃない。
ならキリギリッチが幽霊じゃねえって証明してみろ。
あの死体って手袋してなかったよ。
爆発のせいで燃えただけだべ。
Okay, wait. He's 21? Bro, what are we doing here? Oh wait. What am I truth bullets this round? Wait, okay. Hold on. Exploded body, fake nails, tattoos on the right hand.
だって死んだのはキリギ
Exploded
リッチ
body,
なんだから
fake
な。
nails, tattoos on the right hand. Exploded body. Explosion has burnt the upper half of the body beyond recognition. The upper half of the body remained on fire and had to be extinguished. Because of this, the upper half was soaking wet while the bottom half remained dry. Fake nails. The body was wearing notably long fake nails. Tattoo on the right hand. The body had a tattoo of a dog on the back of the right hand. This entire discussion. Fucking Byakuya. I know the body isn't Kyoko's, and I can prove it.
キリギリッチは幽霊なんだ。
That
そんなわけないじゃない。
ならキリギリッチが幽霊じゃねえって証明してみろ。
あの死体って手袋してなかったよ。
爆発のせいで燃えただけだべ。
じゃあ爆発前は手袋してたの？
きっと手袋はしてたはずだべ。だって死んだのはキリギリッチなんだからな。
I pressed the wrong
バ
button.
カバカしい議論だ。
Okay. Yeah.
そこにいるキリギリッチは幽霊なんだ。
そんな。
ならキリギリッチが幽霊じゃねえって証明。
あの死体って手袋してなかったよ。
爆発のせいで燃えただけだべ。
じゃあ爆発前は手袋してたの？
手袋はしてたはずだべ。それは違う。
Wow, that was simple. It's the fake nails.
いや、あの死体は手袋をしてなかったはずだよ。
There's your nails.
だってあの死体って付け爪をしてたよね。あんな付け爪をしてたら手袋をするのに邪魔なはずだよ。
That would have been a big bane.
キリギリさんが手袋をしているのは手を隠すためなんだよ。手を隠したい人が付け爪をしてるなんてなんか変じゃない？
Yeah.
知らんのか？女心は複雑なんだべ。
House of
女
Hero,
心を
please.
知らないのは確実にあんたの方だけどね。
どうだキリギリ。
この手袋は日常生活に支障をきたさないように私の手の大きさに合わせて作られている。付け爪なんかしていたらこの手袋はつけられないわ。
じゃあこれではっきりしたよね。あの死体がキリギリさんじゃないってことはさ。
当然だろう。キリギリはそこにいるんだからな。
じゃああの被害者って誰なんだ？それをはっきりさせねえと。
最初からそう言っている。お前が話を回りくどくしているだけだ。
We need to identify the victim. Everything starts from there. I found this OST on Spotify. Wonder what this track is called.
あの被害者は何者なんだべ。
何か知る方法はないのかな。死体の顔は燃えてて判別不可能だし、
Face was scorched beyond all
モノ
recognition.
コマファイルにも記述はないわね。死体の身元がわからないとなると、
お手上げってことじゃねえか。
Yeah, it was the
キリギリッチが生きてるってことは、
tattoo on the right hand.
あの被害者何か知る死体の顔は燃えてて判別不可能だし、モノコマファイルにも記述はないわね。死体の身元がわからないとなると、
それは違う。
So did yo.
死体の身元を知るための手がかりなら
Argument.
ちゃんと残されてたよ。
Okay.
本当に？嘘だったらあなたも珍しい死に方するわよ。
珍しい死に方？なんか気になんで。
What a cool and unusual death.
だよ、苗木無視して話して。
死体の身元を知るための手がかりは彼女の手の甲にあったタトゥーだよ。
なんだか変わったデザインだけど、これって犬？
It's a wolf.
ご主人様に殺されたのね。私はあなたの滅因なです。
Calm down, Toko.
屈辱的な意味が隠されてる。
Calm down.
そうじゃない。そのタトゥーには被害者の正体が隠されているんだ。
そのタトゥーに？
Yes. Mukuro Ikusaba. She became obsessed with the military and then she joined Fenrir.
傭兵部隊
The Fenrir Mercenary Corps.
草場ムクロが所属してた傭兵部隊の名前だよ。
それがどう
Yeah.
したんだね。
フェンリルに所属する兵士たちは自分が組織の一員であることを示すために必ず体のどこかにフェンリルを表す刻印を刻んでいるらしい。
フェンリルを表す刻印？
The image that represents Fenrir is... This is gonna be the easiest Hangman's Gambit ever. Wow.
そうか、わかったぞ。
Incredible.
狼だ。それがフェンリルを表す刻印なんだ。
フェンリル、終末の狼。北欧神話に登場する狼の姿をした巨大な怪物のことよ。北欧神話のトラブルメーカーであるロキと女巨人アングルボザの間の子であるとされている。
久々に文学少女の片鱗を見たべ。
Hell yeah.
狼の刻印ってじゃあもしかして？
そうなんだ。あの死体にあったタトゥーは狼のタトゥーだったんだよ。
Yeah.
つまりあの死体の人物はフェンリルに所属してい
Except for
た
the
過去を
fact that
持
the
つ人
boots and the nails are
戦場の
wrong.
だったんだ。
ちょっと待ってよ。戦がムクロって黒幕の正体だったはずじゃ。驚いてるみたいだね。だけど大正解だよ。そうなんだ。今回の学級裁判は戦場ムクロ殺しの学級裁判だったんだよ。どういうこと？黒幕が死んでその学級裁判が開かれる。
Well, obviously she's not the mastermind.
そうじゃない。戦場ムクロが黒幕だという前提自体が間違っていたということだ。
でも超高校級の絶望って明らかに黒幕っぽいフレーズなのに。
そもそも戦場ムクロが超高校級の絶望だったということすら怪しい。俺が見た戦場ムクロのプロフィールにはそんな記述は一切なかった。
True.
戦場ムクロは超高校級の軍人とあっただけだ。確かあの情報の出元は桐桐京子、お前が苗木に教えたんだったな。
つまりキリギリッチの情報が間違ってたってことか。
それじゃあ戦場ムクロって何者だったの？ずっと姿を消してて、ようやく現れたと思ったら殺されちゃってるなんて。普通重要な登場人物が死ぬ場面ってのはもっと描写がまどろっこしくなるものなのに。
つまり重要な登場人物ではなかったということだ。戦場ムクロは俺たちと同じただの参加者でしかなかっ
Just
たんだよ。
another cog in the tool shed.
やっぱり希望が峰学園の学園長なんじゃ。いいえ、学園長は関係ないはずよ。
だが戦場ムクロの情報だって間違っていたんだ。その情報も怪しいもんだな。
私の情報は間違っていないわ。
はいはい、今は学級裁判中ですよ。戦場ムクロを殺した
Oh, you're getting a little too close to knowing who I
そ
am.
れ以外の死後は返金ってことでお願
Oh,
いしますよ。
Dropping frames. Why'd you spill your beans? Why'd you spill your beans? Are we good? Did we not drop too many frames? Doesn't look like we dropped too many frames. We should be good to go. Yeah, the preview's looking fine. YouTube just popped up a yellow error. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. Anyway, we should be good.
いいだろ
Yeah,
う。黒幕の正体を暴くのは
Master
後
Model, I'll
回
have
し
to
だ。
wait.
だが覚えておけよ。必ずお前の正体を見つけ出してやる。俺の戸上の名にかけてだ。
僕はそういう挑発は相手にしないことにしてるの。さて、お前らが混乱しないようにもう一度はっきり言っておくけど、学級裁判が起きるのは学園の生徒たちの間で
He's trying to get this shit back on track, man.
なんだからね。その点をしっかりと頭に叩き込んでおくように。
つまり被害者も犯人も生徒の誰かということだな。
じゃあ戦場ムクロはこの中の誰かに殺されたってこと？
いや、17人目の高校生が隠れてるって可
Nope,
能性も
only 17.
ありません。参加者は全部で16人の高校生だけです。
マジかよ。じゃあこの中に戦場ムクロを殺した
How do we even know that is actually Mukuro?
誰が殺したの？
慌てるな。すでに容疑者は絞られている。苗木、お前には分かっているはずだ。絞られている容疑者、それが誰を指すのか。
Makoto and Kyoko.
絞られてる容疑者って僕とキリギリさんのことだよね。
どうしてそうなるの？
いいだろう。説明してやるか。昨日の夜時間直後に俺は植物庭園に行っている。そしてそこで確認しているんだ。その場所に死体がなかったことをな。つまり殺人が行われたのは俺が植物庭園に行った以降ということになる。だがな、その後俺と葉隠れと深川と朝比奈はずっと体育館にいたんだ。
体育館に？
俺たち4人は体育館でモノクマの解体作業に取り掛かっていたんだよ。 その間俺たちは警戒のため単独行動を避けていた。トイレに行くのも2人で行ったほどだ。つまり俺たち4人にはアリバイがあるんだ。それも完璧なアリバイがな。
逆に私と苗木君にはアリバイがない。だから容疑者は絞られてると言ったのね。
そういうことだ。
The only suspects now are me and Kyoko. Damn it, I can't let this stand. Somehow I have to clear my name. And clear Kyoko's name,
あ
right?
のさ、ちょっといいかな。さっきのアリバイについてなんだけど。
何か反論があるのか？
Yes, objection, Your Honor.
反論の前に殺人が起きた時間帯をもう少し正確に割り出したいんだ。そうすれば何かわかるかも。
好きにしろ。誰か協力してやれ。
俺はトガミッチと一緒に植物庭園に死体がないのを確認してるぞ。あれは夜時間直後、夜10時くらいだったね。つまり殺人が起きたのは夜10時以降だね。
True.
そこから死体を発見するまでの間が殺人が起きた時間帯ってことでいいんだよね。あれでも私たちが死体を発見したのって何時くらいだったっけ？
ツルハシを取りに行った深ワッチが最初に
Yeah, it was at like 9 a.m.
これだ。
Yeah.
死体を発見したのは9時だったはずだよ。だって深川さんがツルハシを取りに行ったのが。
Now then, Toko, what time is it? Well, when we left the gym, it was just before 9 o'clock, so it's probably 9 o'clock on the dot now. Okay, go get the pickaxe and be back here by 9:01.
確かに9時くらいだったわね。
つまり殺人が起きたと思われる時間帯は夜10時から朝9時までの間。
That's like 11 hours.
僕は昨日夜時間前から寝ちゃってたんだ。だから夜10時以降のアリバイはないんだけど、でも朝9時より前にみんなと合流したはずだよ。
食堂で私と会ったよね。あれは確かそうだ、7時30分くらいだった。
7:30.
食堂に入るときに確認したから間違いないよ。
つまりナイギッチのアリバイがねえのは夜10時から朝7時30分までの間ってことだな。
Murder happened between 9 and don't have an alibi from 10 p.m. to 7:30 a.m. Okay, then it looks like the game has begun. If I can't provide an alibi for that period, then I just have to prove the murder didn't happen during the time I don't have an alibi. To do that, I have to make it clear when the body ended up in the garden. Establish some time frame for the murder. It took somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning. And yep, and Makoto doesn't have an alibi for that. From 10 o'clock to 7:30.
それだけの時間があれば殺人は可能なはず。ナイギ、何か反論があるなら言ってみろ。
Sprinklers.
殺人が起きたと思われる時間帯は
The sprinklers are programmed to come on every morning at 7:30, and this time is impossible to change. As such, it can be assumed that if the body had been in the garden before 7:30, it would have gotten wet.
夜10時から朝9時までの間。
一方ナイギッチのアリバイがないのが
夜10時から朝7時30分までの間だったよね。
Blah, blah, blah.
殺人が起きたと思われる時間帯は夜10時から
Wait, let me check the sprinklers again. And then exploded body analysis. The upper half of the body remained on fire and had to be extinguished. Because of this, the upper half was soaking, while the bottom half remained dry. Okay.
朝9時までの間だ。
一方ナイギッチのアリバイがないのが
What's the fragments near the dead body? It should be noted that the bomb, which had been removed from Monokuma in the gym, had disappeared. Fuck.
殺人が起きたと思われる時間帯は夜10時から朝9時までの間だ。
一方ナイギッチのアリバイがないのが
夜10時から朝7時30分までの間だったよね。何か反論があるなら言ってみろ。
There's something that happens in the garden at the same time every morning. It's the sprinklers. What? The upper half of the body remained on fire and had to be extinguished because of this. The upper half was soaking wet while the bottom half remained dry. Then there was the bomb, charred bits of debris, and then the sprinklers. So if Makoto, Makoto has an alibi between 7:30 and 9. So if he had put the body in, if he had killed the body, if he had killed the victim in the room, then it would have been. Then it would it have been dry? I'm very confused. Because I thought I did the right thing on the right block. Yeah, I'm not sure what to do here. I'm just gonna try some bullshit.
朝9時までの間だ。
一方ナイギッチのアリバイがないのが
夜10時から朝7時30分までの間だったよね。
殺人が起きたと思われる時間帯は夜10時から。
それは違うよ。
I just tried some bullshit and it worked.
いや、殺人が起きたのは夜10時以降じゃない。確実にもっと後だったはずだよ。
なぜそう思うんだ？
植物庭園のスプリンクラーだよ。あのスプリンクラーは毎朝7時30分に水がまかれる設計だったよね。つまり死体が朝7時30分よりも前に植物庭園にあったなら、あの死体は水で濡れていなきゃおかしいんだよ。
Right.
ちょっと待ちなさいよ。私はちゃんと覚えてるわよ。死体は濡れてたはず。びしょびしょだったは
But
ずよ。
only after the explosion.
深さん、それは違うんだ。
違う？何が違うのよ。濡れてるのは下の口がこうとか言うつもり。
brother.
そんないやらしいこと。
そうじゃなくて、
You gotta lock the fuck in, Toko.
スプリンクラーのせいじゃないんだよ。
スプリンクラーのせいじゃない？そうやってスプリンクラーを否定することで私の存在自体を否定するつもりなのね。
うわ、確実にネジ飛んでんだよ。
スプリンクラーが関係ないって言うなら根拠を言ってみなさいよ。
I need to prove that it wasn't the sprinklers that got the body wet. All I have to do is hit Toko with certain evidence that should do it. If you look at the body itself, that should make it clear.
見てもないからわかるのよ。知らないわよ。待ちなさいよ。私が正しいのよ。わかるのよ。知らないわよ。待ちなさいよ。私が正しいのよ。認めないから。私を責めるの。認めないからわかるのよ。スプリンクラーが関係ない根拠って何よ。
これで証明するよ。
Yeah, there we go.
スプリンクラーのせいじゃないってことは、爆破後の死体の状況を見ればわかるはずだよ。あの死体って上半身だけが濡れてて、下半身は全く濡れてなかったよね。もし死体の濡れた原因がスプリンクラーなら、全身がまんべんなく濡れてるはずじゃない？
Right.
上だけ濡れて下が濡れてない。なんて鬼畜マニアックなの。もうやだよ。
説明を続けるよ。どうして死体の上半身だけが濡れてたのか。その理由は、
Yeah, I had to throw.
死体が燃えた時、
Yeah, I had to
僕が
douse
水をか
water.
けたせいなんだ。燃えている上半身だけにね。
じゃあ死体が濡れてたのって本当にスプリンクラーのせいじゃないのね。
そして死体がスプリンクラーで濡れてないなら、植物庭園で殺人が起きたのはスプリンクラーが作動する朝7時
Sometime
30分以
after
降
the
ってこと
sprinklers
になるは
turned
ずだ。
on at 7:30.
じゃあ殺人が起きたのは朝7時30分から死体を発見した9時までの間だな。
でも苗木のアリバイがないのって昨日の夜10時から朝7時30分までだったよね。
だったらナイギッチに犯行は不可能だべ。ナイギッチのアリバイも成立じゃねえか。
そうなるとアリバイがないのはキリギリだけということになるな。
Kyoko's the only one without an alibi. Which would mean that Mukuro's killer is... No, I refuse to believe it. Kyoko murdered someone? That's...
一つだけ言っておくわ。
I'd like to say one thing.
私がここで処刑されたら、この学園の謎は明らかにならない。だから絶対にそうはさせない。
は？
つまりお前は犯人ではないということか？
当然でしょ。私が犯人なんてそんなわけない。これは黒幕の罠なのよ。
黒幕の罠？この後に及んで僕のせいにする気？苦しいよ。そりゃ苦しいって。そんな言い訳が通用すると思ってんの？
お前は黙っていろ。
はーい、黙ってまーす。
だがキリギリ、お前には戦場ムクロを殺す動機もあったはずだ。
動機？
キリギリは戦場ムクロを超高校級の絶望と言っていた。つまり
That's not reason
黒幕
enough.
だと思い込んで、だからこそ戦場ムクロを殺し全てを終わらせようとしたんじゃないのか？だが実際は違った。戦場ムクロは黒幕ではなかった。そこにキリギリの誤算があったんだ。そしてキリギリにとっては予想外とも言えるこの学級裁判が始まってしまった。
それがキリギリの動機？
動機があってアリバイがないとなると、これはもう確実にキリギリッチが犯人なんじゃ。
アリバイがないのは私だけじゃない。苗木くんのアリバイは不十分よ。死体がスプリンクラーで濡れていないから殺人が朝7時30分以降に起きたとは言い切れない。
True.
どうして？
死体をスプリンクラーで濡らさない方法があるからね。
Is it the tarp?
面白い。言ってみろ。
現場にあったあるものを死体にかぶせれ
It's
ば
the tarp.
濡らさずに済んだはず。
これだ。
もしかしてあのビニールシートのこと？
気づいたみたい。そう、あのビニールシートを死体にかぶせればスプリンクラーをやり過ごすことが可能になるわ。実際犯人はその方法を使ったはずよ。あのビニールシートの汚れ方がそれを物語っているわ。ビニールシートの片面だけが汚れていたのはその面がスプリンクラーを浴びたから。逆に死体に面していた裏面はスプリンクラーを浴びてないから汚れてもいない。つまり犯人はビニールシートを使って死体がスプリンクラーで濡れることを防いだのよ。
そこまでして死体が濡れるのを防いだ理由は何だ？
おそらく殺人が起きた時間帯を誤認させるためじゃないかしら。さっきの苗木くんのような言い訳をするためにね。
Why would Kyoko say that? Why would she want to make me look like the killer? No, I can't think about that right now. That tarp. If it was used the way Kyoko said, the tarp must have touched the body, right? But the body was bleeding.
いや、それはおかしいよ。
何おかしいの？
Can't worry about Kyoko's motivations. If I don't do something, everyone's gonna think I'm the killer. I have to refute what Kyoko said. Oh boy. Before the explosion, dead body. Body before the explosion.
犯人は死体にビニールシートをかぶせることで死体が濡れないようにしたの。
body had stopped bleeding, but the blood was still wet. It was noted, however, there was no blood on the ground around the body.
じゃあビニールシートが片面だけ汚れてたのはその面がスプリンクラーを浴びたせいか。
でもそのビニールシートの裏面は少しも汚れてなかったよね。
そっちはスプリンクラーを浴びてねえからな。
Oh.
しまった。
Why did I do that?
犯人は死体にビニールシートをかぶせること
Covering the body with
死
the
体が濡
tarp.
れないようにしたの
Killer prevented it from getting wet.
じゃあビニールシートが片
So the
面
only
だけ
reason
汚
the
れてたの
tarp
は
was only dirty on one
その
side
面がスプリンクラー
because
を
the
浴びたせい
sprinkler
か。
got that side wet.
でもそのビニールシートの裏面
The
は
underside of the
少
tarp
しも汚れてなか
was
ったよね。
totally spotless, right?
そっちはスプリンクラーを浴びてねえから
Because
な。
that side was protected from the
死
water.
体に面してただけだか
It
ら
was facing down towards
綺
the
麗
body.
なままで当然だべ。
Of course, it didn't get dirty. I remember the blood on the body. I remember the blood on the body hadn't dried yet. Byakuya even warned us not to touch it to avoid getting any blood on us.
犯人は死体にビニールシートをかぶせることで死体が濡れないようにしたの。
じゃあビニールシートが片面だけ汚れてたのはその面がスプリンクラーを浴びたせいか。
でもそのビニールシートの裏面は少しも汚れてなかったよね。
そっちはスプリンクラーを浴びてねえからな。死体に面してただけだから綺麗なままで当然だべ。
それは違うよ。
Okay. Cool.
やっぱり片面だけが綺麗な状態っていうのはおかしいよ。
Right.
だってさ、爆破される前の死体ってまだ血が乾いてない状態だったんだよ。触ると汚れる危険性がある。戸上君だってそう言ってたよね。そんな死体にビニールシートをかぶせたら間違いなく血で汚れちゃうはずだよ。
犯人が洗ったんじゃね？ビニールシートが使われたことを隠すためによ。
それなら両面を洗い流すはずだ。片面だけ洗ったところで隠したことにはならない。
そりゃまあそうだな。
そもそもその時の死体の血自体が犯人の偽装工作だとしたら
Huh? Wait, what? The blood was camouflage?
つまり犯人
What
が
if
ビニ
after
ール
the
シー
killer
トで
used
ス
the
プリン
tarp
ク
to
ラーを
avoid
や
the
り過ごした後
sprinklers?
死体の上から偽
They
物
then
の血をまい
covered
た
the
んじゃない
body
かしら
in blood that didn't belong to the victim.
偽物の血
Someone else's
そんなのが
blood
どこにあるのよ。
from the nurse's office.
保健室の輸血用の血じゃねえか？
This woman has a terrible disease.
前に山田っちが死んだふりをした時、あいつはあの血を使ってたはずだべ。
いいえ、今回の殺人で使われたのはあの血じゃないわ。犯人は現場の植物庭園から偽物の血を調達しているはずよ。
Chicken! Chicken! Chicken!
これだ。もしかして鶏の血？
Chicken blood!
事件前に植物庭園の飼育小屋を見たときはそこに鶏が5羽いたのに事件後には4羽に減ってたんだ。
つまり犯人は鶏を殺してその血を使ったってんか？なんつう残酷なことすんだべ。
そんなことで生き物を殺すなんてひどいよ。どうせだったら私が食べたのに。
犯人がわざわざ現場から血を調達したのは自分が歩き回る姿を目撃されたくなかったからかしら。とにかく実際に鶏が減っている
My
こと
throat
が
hurts.
今の推理の根拠になるはずよ。
だとしても少々引っかかるな。犯人はビニールシートでスプリンクラーをやり過ごし、その後で偽物の血をまいたと言ったな。
Right.
だが死体の上から血をまいたなら周辺の床にも血が流れてしまうはずだ。あの時の死体は違ったぞ。血で汚れていたのは死体の服だけだった。周辺の床は全く汚れてなかった。
確かに周辺の床が全く汚れていないのは変ね。だとしたら犯人はその場で血をまいたんじゃなくて前もって白衣に血を付着させておいたのかもね。
前もって白衣に血を。
あなたたちが発見した時の死体ってその白衣をちゃんと着ていたの？
確か。いや、
Wait, no, the head was through the neck hole, but the arms
上から
weren't
白
in
衣を
the
かけられただ
sleeves.
けの状態だったよ。
じゃあこれで決まりね。
ごめん、話についていけてないんだけど、どう決まったの？
つまり殺人が起きたのはスプリンクラーが作動するより前だったの。そ
Okay.
れなのに死体が濡れなかったのは犯人が死体にビニールシートをかぶせた。そしてそ
And
の
at the same time, the killer
犯
was
人はビ
gathering
ニー
up
ル
the
シートを
tarp.
回収するのと同時にあらかじめ偽物の血で汚
Hold
し
the
ておい
coat
た
over the
白衣
body. The
を
coat
死
they
体の上にかける。犯人はこれら一連の偽装工作を行うことで殺人が起きた時間帯を誤認させようとしたのに殺人はスプリンクラーが動く7時30分よりも後に起きたんだって。
確かにその方法なら7時30分よりも前に殺人を実行することが可能だな。
だけどさ、その偽装工作をするためにはスプリンクラーが終わった後に植物庭園に行かなくちゃいけないよね。
大した時間はかからない。ビニールシートを回収
They
した
already had the coat ready, so they just had to grab the tarp and pull the coat over the body.
大した時間はかからない。
It'd be done in no time.
それはそうかもしれないけど。
朝比奈さんは食堂で苗木くんと会った後彼と一緒に行動したの。
私は先に体育館に行ってて、苗木は後から遅れてきたんだよ。
じゃあそのくらいの時間的余裕はあったわ。
そんな。
不可能とは言い切れないはずよ。
どうやらキリギリの言う通りのようだ。苗木のアリバイは不十分だ。
And the suspicion falls back on me again. But why? Why is Kyoko trying to entrap me? I don't understand. This guy's dead body has been added to the truth bullets. The moida took place before the sprinklers turned on. Suspect covered the body with a tarp to prevent it from getting wet. Wait, so, okay. Read this again. The murder took place before the sprinklers turned on. Suspect covered the body with a tarp to prevent it from getting wet. Later, when they removed the tarp, the suspect placed the white jacket on the body. This jacket had previously been treated with blood to make it look like the corpse had been wearing it. That makes sense.
さてと、振り出しに戻ったな。苗木のアリバイが不十分となると、容疑者は苗木とキリギリの2人ということになる。
リアルな話、どっちが犯人だべ。よっしゃ、思い切って運に任せっか。2分の1の確率だし。だろう？ナイスアイディアだべ。
そ
No.
うじゃなくて、すごいこと思い出しちゃったんだけど。
なんだ、言ってみろ。
あのさ、現場に黒焦げになったナイフが落ちてたでしょ。
ああ、爆発前の死体に刺さってたやつだべ。モノクマファイルによると、腹部から背中までぶっ刺さってたらしいぞ。で、そのナイフがどうした？
あのナイフ、どこかで見た気がしてたんだけど、
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
それを思い出しちゃったんだよね。
Listen, more important. Now that we have the knife, what are we gonna do with it? Can't let Toko keep it, that's for sure. We don't know what she might do. I don't want it anyway. So what to do? Why don't you hang on to it, Makoto? Huh? Me?
私が苗木に預けたナイフ。
驚かないということはとっくに気づいていたようだな。
うん。
だったらなぜ隠していた？
隠してたわけじゃないんだ。ただ。
Couldn't be sure of what actually happened last night. I thought maybe I really did kill her. Ayashi.
死体に刺さってたナイフが苗木っちのもんだってことは、こりゃもう間違いねえべ。1200% の確率で苗木っちが犯人だべ。
Considering everything up until now, I should be able to make it clear. I have to prove that I didn't murder anyone. I'm not the killer. Make your argument.
あの死体に刺さってたナイフって
The
さ。
knife we found lodged in the dead body.
私が
It's
苗
the
木
same
に預け
one
たナイフよ。
we gave to Makoto.
やっぱりそうだよね。
It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
あのナイフを持って
If he did have that knife before then,
つまり犯人は苗木
that
っち
seals
って
it.
ことだ
Makoto
べ。
did it.
ナイフを預かってたからって。
Just because I had the knife once, that automatically makes me the killer?
だってナイフの傷が致命傷だろ。
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right?
間違いねえべ。
There's no...
おめえがあのナイフでブスリとやったんだ。
苗木が。
struck in the head with an object as thick as a metal pipe. But the body was covered with other wounds. Body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. Yeah. We've already established that the coat was put on the body after the tarp was removed. Which means when the knife was thrust through the coat into the body...
あの死体に刺さってたナイフってさ。私が苗木に預けたナイフよ。やっぱりそうだよね。
あのナイフを持ってたとなると。
If you did have that knife before then, that's sealed.
ナイフを預かどうして僕は。
だってナイフの傷が致命傷だろ。
Later, when they removed the tarp, the suspect placed the white jacket on the body. And then... What?
あのナイフでブスリとやったんだ。
苗木が恐ろしい男に。あの死体に刺さってたナイフってさ。私が苗木に預けたナイフよ。やっぱりそうだよね。
あのナイフを。
Let me see what's on the knife at the crime scene. Oh, there we go. Break.
いや、そもそも戦場袋の致命傷はナイフの傷じゃなかったんだ。それはさっきの偽装工作の話でも明らかになったはずだよ。
嘘だべ。さっきは致命傷の話なんかしてねえぞ。
思い出してよ。さっきの話だとさ、
The Monokuma
死
file.
体にビニールシートをかぶせた後で
Bring up the Monokuma
付きの
file.
白衣を着させたんだよね。つまり被害者があの白衣を着たのは死んだ後ってことになるはずだよ。
それがどうしたんだって？
だけどさ、僕たちが死体を発見した時はナイフは白衣の上から刺さってたよね。死んだ後に着させられた白衣の上から刺さっていたナイフが致命傷になるわけないんだ。
Right.
同じ箇所を2回刺した可能性はどうなんだ？殺す時と
No, then it would have.
2回だ。
The victim was stabbed twice in the same spot? No, there's no way that's possible. The exact condition of the body was written down for everyone to see. Shit. The victim was stabbed twice in the same spot? No, there's no way that's possible. The exact condition of the body was written down for everyone to see. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the Monokuma file. I literally just said the Monokuma file. I'm
ナイ
stupid.
フによる刺し傷は一つだって。
そうだ。盛大に忘れてたべ。
じゃああのナイフって
あれも犯人の偽装工作だったんだよ。きっと本当の致命傷に目を向けさせないためにより目立つ傷をでっち
Metal
上げたん
pipe.
だ。その後死体が爆破されたのも同じ理由だったはずだよ。あの爆破のせいで死体は激しく損傷し、致命傷がわからなくなってしまった。つまり証拠隠滅、それこそが犯人の目的だったんだよ。
死体発見時にナイフの傷を印象付けておき、その後死体を爆破する。そうすることで最初の印象だけを残したまま証拠隠滅を図ったというわけか。
あ、ちょっといい？そもそもの話なんだけどさ、結局あの爆発って何だったの？どうしていきなり爆発なんかしたの？
The fragments near the
初
body.
めに頭を働かせろ。
I'm gonna put a bomb in
答えるまでも
there.
ないことだ。
変だったら教えてよ。
教えてやんべ。おそらく無知の粒子に
That's not it.
体内で核反応が起きて自然
I'm just here to tell you right now that's not it.
それだけは違う。確実に言えるよ。
苗に答えてやれ。話が進まん。
これだ。爆発の後、死体のそばに小さな破片が落ちてたでしょ。この破片があの爆発の原因だったんだよ。
It's the bomb.
それってどこかで見たような気が。
見覚えがあって当然だよ。だってこの破片はモノクマを解体した時に取り出したあの爆弾の破片なんだからね。
じゃああの爆発ってモノクマの爆弾のせいだったんだね。
Yeah.
ともかくこれで犯人の目的は明らかになったな。犯人はナイフの傷を致命傷に見せかけることで苗木に容疑がかかるように仕向けていたんだ。そんなことをして得をする人物といえばもう一人の容疑者であるキリギリ京子。
Not
お
quite.
前しかいないはずだ。
Right?
ちょっと待って、小上君。
なんだどうした？
いや、 もう少し慎重に話し合った方がいいと思うんだ。被害者の致命傷だってまだ分かってないんだしさ。
そうだね、確かに気になるかも。結局本当の致命傷って何だったのかな。
まあいいだろう。では議論を続けるか。どうせ結末には変わりはないんだ。
We need to determine what ultimately killed the victim. I need to concentrate.
.では議論を続けるぞ。被害者の致命傷がはっきりしていないんだったな。
The victim's fatal
致
injury.
命傷じゃないんだよ
The
ね。
explosion didn't kill her. Sure, I guess.
当然だべ。
She was already totally dead when that happened. Let me read that again. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with the knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe.
ナイフも関係ないのよね。だとすると他に怪しいの。
モノクマファイルによると、
According to the Monokuma file,
そうだ、後頭部に殴られた跡があったんだ。
それ以外にもこの被害者には
and more than that,
全身に無数の傷があったら
body
し
had
いぞ。
suffered countless wounds across her entire body. The knife was a cover-up, and all those other wounds on her body weren't fresh. It only leaves
では議論を続けるぞ。被害者の致命傷がはっきりしていないんだったな。
あの爆発は致命傷じゃないんだよね。
当然だべ。爆発があったのは死んだ後だぞ。
ナイフも関係ないのよね。だとすると他に怪しいの。
モノクマファイルによると、そうだ、後頭部に殴られた跡があったんだ。
nope.
しまった。
Contradiction.
では議論を続けるぞ。被害者の致命傷がはっきりしていないんだったな。
あの爆発は致命傷じゃないんだよね。
当然だべ。爆発があったのは死んだ後だぞ。
ナイフも関係ないのよね。だとすると他に怪しいの。
モノクマファイルによると、そうだ、後頭部に殴られた跡があったんだ。
それ以外にもこの被害者には全身に無数の傷があったらしいぞ。
I think now it's time I try some
被
shit.
害者の致命傷がはっきりしていない。
What do you mean that worked?
イキサバムクロの致命傷は後頭部に打撃痕だった。
How did that work? I just
全
guessed.
身の無数の傷ってのは、あれは事件とは関係ねえのか。
モノクマファイルに言うと、あれは以前からあった古傷らしいんだ。
古傷じゃ関係ねえか。
では間違いないな。あいつの致命傷は後頭部の殴打だったよ。
Are we really safe in assuming that?
じゃあ凶器って
モノクマファイルには鉄パイプ程度の太さの棒状のもので
Oh.
殴られた。
ってことはツルハシだな。
No.
どうしてそうなるのよ。
Nope.
ツル
Nope.
ハシ
Nope.
で
Nope.
殴っ
Nope.
たら殴打どころか頭蓋骨粉砕よ。
きっとツルハシを逆に持って持ち手の柄の部分で殴ったんだべ。
無理よ。重さのバランスが悪いもの。威力のある一撃なんて
It's the arrows.
なんなら試してあげるわよ。
さてはおめえ、間違ったふりして金属の方で殴るつもりだな。
その後あんたの汚い脳みそ取り出して床に叩きつけて唾を吐きかけてやるのよ。
気が合うな。
合ってるのそれ。
凶器ならすでに見つかっているぞ。
見つかったんですか。さすがは白夜様。
なんだべ本当の凶器って。
ナイギ答えてやれ。お前にも分かっているはずだ。
The real murder
この
weapon
事件の本当の
were
凶
the
器
arrows.
これだ。戦場ムクロの後頭部を殴打した凶器は武道場のロッカーで見つけたジュラルミン製の矢だよ。
ジュラルミン製の矢。犯人はそれで戦場ムクロを殴ったのか。
ああ、間違いない。
そうなのかな。それっておかしくない？
Bear in background.
ちょっとあんた、白夜様に口答えなんて100万年早いわよ。
だって気になるんだから仕方ないじゃん。
There's one more thing about that weapon. One more secret. Bloody duct tape.
武道場のロッカーにあったジュラルミン製の矢。間違いない。あれが凶器だ。
本当にそうなのか
何を気にしてんだ。
な。だってモノクマファイルには凶器は鉄パイプ程度の太さの棒状のものってあるよ。矢だと細すぎると思うんだけど。
それは違うよ。
Boom.
確かに矢だけだと細すぎる。だから犯人はもう一つの凶器を使ったんだ。
Duct tape.
もう一つの凶器？
武道場のロッカーの中には丸められたガムテープもあったんだ。きっと犯人はこのガムテープを使ってジュラルミン製の矢を束ねたんだよ。矢をガムテープで束ねることによって鉄パイプ程度の太さの凶器を作り上げ、
True.
それを凶器として使ったんだ。
3本の矢の教えと同じね。戦国武将である毛利元就が息子たちに説いた教え。1本では脆い矢も束になれば頑丈になる。そうやって
Individually,
サロ
we're
ー
all
に結束を訴えかけ
we're
た
all
んだよ。
weak twigs, but together we make a mighty. I'm not finishing that.
誤解を聞いてないでしょ。とにかくこれで凶器も分かったはずだ。そしてそれらの凶器を武道場のロッカーに隠した犯人こそがキリギリ京子、お前なんだ。
私は武道場なんかに行ってない。
Yes, you have.
いや、お前は間違いなく武道場に行っている。
どうして言い切れるの？
もちろん証拠があるからだ。そうだよな、ナエミ。
それは
ん？どうした？まさか犯人をかばうつもりじゃないだろうな。
Let me check my truth bullets again just to see if this is the right piece of evidence. The woodblock key was found in Kyoko's room.
そんなことをしてどうなるか分かってるのか。もしお前がかばった人物が犯人だったら、その先に待っている結末は俺たちの全員の死なんだぞ。
もちろん分かってるよ。
だったらお前の手で示してやれ。キリギリが武道場に行った証拠をな。
I have evidence. Evidence that Kyoko must have gone to the locker.
これだ。
The dojo.
キリギリさんが武道場に行った証拠はこの武道場のロッカーの鍵だよ。
そんなものがどうして証拠になるの？
It was in your
これ
room.
がキリギリさんの部屋に落ちてたからだよ。
私の部屋に落ちていた。
とぼけても無駄だ。 それにこの鍵だけじゃない。アリバイの件、
Wait,
動機の件、
wait, Kyoko, you seem surprised that that thing was in your room.
偽装工作の件も、
Oh
それらの
shit.
全てがお前が犯人だと示している。諦めろ。言い逃れはできんぞ。
ちょっと待って。
またか。お前はどうしてもキリギリをかばいたいらしいな。
いや、かばうとかそういうことじゃなくて、僕はただキリギリさんに聞かなくちゃいけないことがまだ残っているんだよ。キリギリさん、教えてほしいんだ。昨日の夜の件だよ。昨日の夜、キリギリさんは僕の部屋に来たよね。あの時何があったの？どうして僕の部屋にいたの？それを教えてほしいんだ。
私はあなたを助けただけよ。
え？
She was protecting me? Then does that mean she knew I was being attacked? And she came to my rescue. Could that be when... Which would mean that Kyoko killed someone for me?
もういいだろう。無駄話は終わりだ。そろそろ結論を出すぞ。
Oh
ち
god.
ょっと待って、間違わないで。私は犯人じゃない。
まさかお前の往生際がそこまで悪いとはな。
だけど私が犯人じゃないと
Oh shit, a ghost!
あなたが一番よく知っているはずよ。そうでしょう、
Wait,
戸上君。
let me read that again. I'm warning you, don't make this mistake. I'm not the killer. I knew you were stubborn, but this is just getting ridiculous. Really? But you should know better than anyone. I didn't do it. Can you tell me I'm wrong?
俺がだと？
What? Byakuya should know better than anyone? What does that mean? Wait, what? When the body was found.
今の言葉はどういう意味だ？
Those words you just spoke, what do you
そ
mean?
のままの意味。
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer.
あなたが一番よく知ってい
You
る
should understand that more than anyone around here.
なんか隠してんのか？
白夜様が私に隠し事するわけないじゃない。
キリギリ、お前が犯人
There's
では
proof
ない
that you aren't the culprit.
あるとでも言うのか？
Is that what you're saying?
さっきのあなたたちの推理だ。
You stated a theory earlier. You said I hid the evidence of my crime in the dojo locker
その鍵を自分の部屋
and
に
then
置いたら
left
し
the
い。
locked key in my own room.
本
Correct?
当に私にそんなことが
But
できた
could I
のか
really
し
have
ら。
done that? Wait, Kyoko gave her room key to Byakuya, right? Which would mean
今の言葉はどういう意味だ？
そのままの意味よ。私が犯人じゃないということをあなたが一番よく知っているはず。
Makoto wakes up to the morning announcement. 7 a.m. Makoto wakes up. 7:30 a.m. Makoto and Aoi arrive in the dining hall. 7:30 to 9:30 Makoto meets the others in the gym and together they head to the headmaster's room. 9 a.m. Toko is told to find the pickaxe in the garden where she discovers the body. I can't believe we have the actual ghost of Kiyotaka Ishimaru in the YouTube chat. How the fuck is it going?
戸上っち、なんか隠してんのか？
白夜様が私に隠し事するわけないじゃない。
キリギリ、お前が犯人ではない根拠があるとでも言うのか？
さっきのあなたたちの推理だ。私は武道場のロッカーに証拠を隠し、その鍵を自分の部屋に置いたらしいわね。本当に私にそんなことができたのかしら。
今の言葉はどういう意味だ。
そのままの意味、私が犯人じゃないということをあなたが一番よく知っているはず。
Shit.
今の言葉は
どういうそのままの私が犯人じゃないとあなたが一番よく知っているはず。トガミッチ、白夜様が私。
キリギリ、お前が犯人ではないあるとでも言うのか。
さっきのあなたと私は武道場のロッカーに証拠を隠し、その鍵を自分の部屋に置いたらしい。
When did they find the locker room key?
本当に私にそんなことができたのかしら。
今の言葉はどういう意味だ。
そのままの意味、私が犯人じゃないということをあなたが一番よく知っているはず。
トガミッチ、なんか隠してんのか。
白夜様が私に隠し事するわけない。
キリギリ、お前が犯人ではあるとでも言うのか。
さっきのあなたたちの推理だ。私は武道場のロッカーにその鍵を自分の部屋に置いたらしいわね。本当に私にそんなことができたのかしら。
Kyoko gave her room key to Byakuya, right? You mean
今の言葉はどういう意味だ。
そのままの意味、私が犯人じゃないというあなたが一番よく知っているはず。
トガミッチ、
白夜様が私に
キリギリ、
お前の犯人だ。それは違う。
I just had a hunch, man. I'm getting through this not through my own fucking like intellect, but like sheer dumb luck.
自分の部
Holy
屋に
shit.
入れなかったはず。
I'm literally him.
そういうことだよね。
自分の部屋に入れなかったってどうして？
だってキリギリさんは自分の部屋の鍵を戸上くんに預けたままだったんだよ。
そうか。
I'm literally the guy I'm playing as right now. I'm fucking lucky as shit, man.
お前の部屋の鍵を持っているということは、
鍵を持ってない私は自分の部屋に入ることができない。つまり自分の部屋に武道場の鍵を置くことが
Oh
不可能だ。
shit.
そうでしょ。
確かにそうなるな。
やっと分かってくれたみたいね。
No, that's not actually true. There's a clear contradiction in what Kyoko just told us, an obvious lie. But this just isn't like her. To try and save herself with such a desperate lie? Does she really feel that threatened? Because she's the killer? Or is it something else? Was there some deeper meaning hidden in what Kyoko said earlier? If you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of this school will stay hidden forever. Which is why I can't let that happen. This is a trap the mastermind has laid for us. The mastermind's trap. Mastermind is trying to trap Kyoko? But what if that's not what if that's not really true? Should I do? Should I? Mastermind's trap? The victim was Mukuro and Kyoko killed her? What does Kyoko really know? What am I supposed to do? Kyoko's lie. I'm the only one who knows it's a lie. I'm the only one who can expose it. But who can I trust? What am I supposed to do? Mastermind's trap. Spend all your time trying to avoid danger, you'll never move forward. We know the danger, but if that risk means solving the mystery, we have no choice. Am I wrong? What do I do? I have to decide right here and right now whether or not to expose Kyoko's lie.
今のキリギリさんの言葉には嘘があるよ。
嘘だと。
そうだよね、キリギリさん。
そう言うからには
You had something
聞
that
かせて
lets.
もらうわよ。私の言葉にどこに嘘があるのか。
And it must be because some other deeper truth she wants to keep hidden. What was her account again? Kyoko used Monokuma's secret tool, which grants access to any room in the school, to sneak into the second floor of the dorms. Secret tool.
戸上君に預けたままだったわ。間違いないわよね。
確かにその通り。
つまり私は自分の部屋には入れなかった。
それは違うよ。いや、キリギリさんは自分の部屋に入れたはずだよ。それはキリギリさん自身も言ってたよね。
Actually, to be precise, not quite. I used Monokuma's secret tool, which can open any lock in the school. What?
モノクマの秘密道具？キリギリさんが学園長室から盗み出した学園内の全ての鍵を開けられる道具だよ。それを使えばキリギリさんは自分の部屋に入れたはずなんだ。
どうやらここまでのようね。
認めるんだな、自分の罪を。
いいえ、私は自分の負けを認めただけよ。どういう意味？たとえ罠だとしても、その罠から抜け出せなかった以上は私の負け。そういう意味。
じゃあもしかして本当にキリギリさんは犯人じゃ。
はい、タイムアップです。残念だけど時間切れ。終わり終わり。学級裁判は終わりだよ。
What the fuck?
タイムアップなんておかしいよ。だって今まで
Wait, what do you mean?
キリギリさんが遅刻したせいだよ。そのせいで時間が押してんの。というわけで、そろそろ投票タイムといきましょうか。お前らお手元のスイッチで投票してください。
Oh, fuck.
もう来るは決まりきってるけどね。うぷうぷぷぷぷぷぷぷぷ。
Wait, I didn't even get to do the thing where I piece it all together. Good job. You got it right. Ah, brilliantly right. We got it right? Does that mean Kyoko really is the killer? But something strange is going on here. There's something wrong with this whole class trial. Kyoko!
スペシャルなお仕置きを用意しました。では張り切っていきましょう。お仕置きタイム。
Oh, it's the meme. Oh, God. Thick of it, girl. Oh, Jesus. Shut the fuck up, snack time. What the fuck is okay? So I see he's teaching her sex ed on the board. Oh Jesus. And that's how the class trial of Mukuro Ikasaba came to an end. I still had to wonder whether Kyoko was actually innocent, or... Regardless, the truth was lost forever. Even for me, I just stopped thinking about it. That was the end of Mukuro's class trial. And in the end, it would prove to be our last class trial. Once that case was over, there was never a single murder at Hope's Peak ever again. We had obtained peace in exchange for the lives of all the others. Peace, but only inside the school. Wait, what the fuck? Peace, but only for us. That was the only hope we had. Hope. Hope. Hope? This is hope? No. This isn't right. Huh?
苗木、何をぼーっとしている？キリギリの主張に反論はないのか？
What the fuck? Her claim? Oh, that's right. I have to expose Kyoko's lie or not. She's not wrong. I have to think about this very carefully. No, running away isn't going to solve anything. I've made my decision. I have to believe in Kyoko. There's no way she would kill someone. There has to be some secret here. Something that has been have to do with the mastermind's trap that Kyoko mentioned.
どうした？誰も反応はないのか？キリギリの主張を認めるということか？そうか。認めざるを得ないようだな。キリギリの個室に武道場のロッカーの鍵を置いたのはキリギリではなく
That was
他の誰かだったと
crazy.
いうことか。
でも他の誰かって。
キリギリッチの部屋の鍵を持ってたのはトガミッチなんだよな。
何言ってんのよ。
だが俺にはアリバイがある。夜時間以降はお前たちとずっと一緒だったはずだ。植物庭園での殺人もキリギリの部屋に鍵を置くことも俺には不可能だ。
じゃあキリギリッチの部屋に武道場の鍵を置いたのって。
That was a crazy ending screen.
あらかじめ自分が持っていた鍵をあたかもその場で見つけたようなふりをした。
それって苗木のことだよね。
Oh
そう
shit.
しか考えられまい。
ちょっと待ってよ。そうじゃないって。もう一度考えてみようよ。この事件には何か裏があるはずなんだ。
あ？裏？
Yeah, there's something we're not seeing.
この学級裁判自体がおかしいんだよ。みんなだってそう思うでしょ。正体不明だった戦場ムクロが急に死体で現れて、しかもその学級裁判が行われるなんて。それにキリギリさんも言ってただろ。黒幕の罠だって。だからきっとこれは。
はい、タイムアップです。時間切れ。学級裁判は終わり。だからそれ以上は喋んないでいいよ。
なんだよ。時間切れって。
どういうこと？タ タイムアップなんておかしいわ。
What the fuck?
今まで一度もそんなこと。
ギリギリさんが遅刻したせいだよ。そのせいで時間が押してんの。というわけでそろそろ投票タイムといきましょうか。お前らお手元のスイッチで投票してください。
Oh shit. Oh fuck.
さて投票の結果黒となるのは誰なのか。その答えは正解なのか不正解なのか。
ちょっと待てよ。
さあどうなんだ。
Oh, what the fuck is going on here? No, no, no. What? You think I'm the killer? Sorry, man.
ごめん。
Yeah, sorry. This is all your fault. Everyone, you're wrong. You've got it all wrong. I didn't do it. Good job, everyone. Good job? Yeah, they got it right. No, I know that's not true. None of this makes any sense. This whole class trial doesn't make any sense. It makes perfect sense. It's the same as always. It's gonna end the same as all the other class trials, and I'm gonna end the same way.
ワクワクドキドキ。
It's time for your heart-pounding, positively thrilling punishment. Wait, why do I... Kyoko.
許してもらおうとは思わないわ。
I-
すべて私の責任だから。
Kyoko?
では張り切っていきましょう。お仕置きタイム。
Am I about to discover what life after death looks like? Thick of it, boy. I'm in the thick of it. Is he learning sex ed too? Yes, he is. Holy shit. What? Huh? Huh? What's this? What's going on? Hey, was that? Yeah, it had to be.
これは
Alter ego. Alter ego? Is this some stupid virus from that stupid guy? He must have planted it back when he invaded my network. Damn it all to hell. I don't believe this.
どうやら
Seems Seems you finally made a miscalculation. No, you miscalculated from the very beginning. What was that? What I'm saying is, you shouldn't have underestimated us. Why are you talking like you've already won? I barely felt a thing. It was a pinch, an inch. That stupid virus is gone now, got it? And so is Makoto. Maybe I didn't get to smash him flat, but you're never gonna see him again. To waste away in a garbage-strewn pit. In a way, it's an even better special punishment. But it's still not enough. I'm still not satisfied. I'm still gonna bring despair to the rest of you. Bring despair to the entire world. Is he gone? Hey, Kyoko, what's the meaning of all this? Just what the hell is going on?
落ち着いて。
It's okay. We're not the ones being trapped this time. Huh?
つまり
Now it's the mastermind that's ensnared.
なんだと？
What are you talking about?
それは
You'll understand soon enough. Very soon indeed. The massive high school towers all over all the other buildings in this bustling urban area. It's like the school stands at the center of the entire world. Hope's Peak Academy. It brings in top students from every field imaginable. A government-funded school of privilege. They say that if you come here and manage to graduate, you'll be set for life. With hundreds of years of tradition, it sends the cream of the crop into the workforce every year. It was built to raise hope in the nation's future, which makes Hope's Peak a very fitting name. There are two things you need to attend this school. 1, you have to already be attending high school. 2, you have to be the very best at what you do. No ordinary student can enroll here. The only way in is if you're scouted by the school itself. And standing here at the gate of the ultimate school filled with the ultimate students was me. What? Where am I? I woke up with my head resting on top of a hard wooden desk. My body felt heavy. It wouldn't be weird for me to zonk off in the middle of some boring class or whatever, but what was I doing asleep here just now? It wasn't any classroom I'd ever been in before. What the heck is going on? Finally, I could feel my mind and body start to come back together again. And then, I was awake. Or was this just another dream? A dream inside a hopeless nightmare? No, this isn't a dream. I could tell because the stench invading my nostrils was too powerful for a dream. What an awful smell. I was in a vast dark cavern with the barest hint of light seeping in. Trash was piled high all across the area. This must be some kind of underground garbage pit. A heck of a situation to find myself in. But that was just the beginning of my problems. Was I going to be stuck in there till I wasted away and died? No, I can't let that happen. Not after what my good friend went through to save me. I remembered all too well what had happened. Alter Ego saved me. And he used up the last little bit of his strength to do it. So I can't give up now. For myself and for my friend. And with that, my pursuit of survival began. First up was to start looking for a way out of here. This is a desk. It's probably the one that fell down here with me. That's a rocket and a tank. I better not think too much about what I'm seeing down here. Is that an airplane? Something like that wind up in the school's garbage pit. Shit. It's locked. No matter how many times I pushed or pulled or kicked at it, it didn't budge. Getting out of here isn't going to be that easy. Well, if I'm not getting out of here anytime soon, I decide to look around for some food. There's plenty of food here, but it's all rotten. That was pointless too. Next, I searched for some water. How can I be sure which liquids I can drink and which ones are an all-around bad idea? Again, pointless. I felt like I'm blocked in on all sides. But that's still not enough reason to give up, because I'm still alive. As long as I'm alive, I'll never give up. After making that proud declaration, the next thing I decided to do was go to sleep. My sleep was deep and uninterrupted. That was my only way to preserve what little strength I had left after not being able to eat or drink. I can't be sure, but I think at least a full day had to have passed. And all I did was sleep. Sleep. It was like I was waiting for some kind of sign to come falling out of the sky. However, what fell from the sky wasn't a sign. Not exactly. A crunch. What the? This strange sound pierced my silent isolation, jarring me awake. As I watched, the pile of garbage jostled and formed an odd shape. Did something fall down over there? Something fell from up above. What could it have been? Did a giant piece of trash just fall down here? Carefully stretched my hand out towards whatever it was that had tumbled down here with me.
ちょっと
A giant piece of trash? Rude. Before she even emerged from the garbage pile, I knew who it was.
ひどい匂いね。
Screenshot taken. That's a good sprite. Cup Goku Cup Goku B Kyoko,
ええ、
you look like you're doing better than I expected. What are you doing here?
それは
Isn't it obvious? I'm here to help you. I'm glad to hear that, Kyoko. But, you've got a bit of garbage in your hair. She gave her head a quick, sharp shake to get rid of the trash, and then faced me again.
ね
First, I have something for you. Go ahead and eat it. We can talk once you're finished. Thank you! Cup noodle girl. I snatched the bread and water that she was holding out for me. Within seconds, it was in my mouth and making its way towards my stomach. That really hit the spot. I've got all the energy I need to keep going. So you still haven't given up then? Of course not. After all, the fact that I can keep going forward is about all I'm good at.
ふーん
Well, that's not such a bad thing to be good at. But Kyoko, why'd you come to rescue me?
それは
To pay a debt, or no, to atone. Tone?
あなたは
During the trial, even though you knew I was lying, you didn't say anything. So you knew that I knew.
ええ、
But even though I knew, I did nothing to help you.
私は
I abandoned you. Don't say that. You didn't abandon me. No, that's exactly what I did. I abandoned you in order to save my own life. You were trying to save me and I couldn't bring myself to do the same for you.
だけど
But listen, not that I'm trying to make excuses, but There was a reason that I had to survive no matter the cost. Why did you have to survive?
そうね。
I'll tell you everything. The reason I have to survive
つまり
is so that I can do what I came to this school to do. What? I made up my mind to come to Hope's Peak Academy for one very important reason. Reason?
ええ、
That's right. At least I did once. Once?
私は
Until recently, I'd forgotten what it was. You forgot, but that's... I had no memory of what my purpose was. No memory? That's impossible. Amnesia. Then, is it really true? You lost your memory?
苗木君
You remember, Makoto? Do you remember the first thing that happened to each of us as soon as we arrived at this school? First thing. You're talking about when we fainted, right? I fainted, and when I woke up, I was trapped here.
そうよ。
I fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself. A disconnect.
どうやら
Thinking back on it now, at that point, my memory was gone. At that time, I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I'd come to this school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. But what would you make? But what would make? But what would make you forget all that?
ね
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seems much too convenient. Are you saying you think you lost your memory because...
え、そうよ。
I don't think. I'm positive it was the work of the mastermind. They stole my memory. But why would they want to do that? There's only one reason I can come up with. Because of my purpose and my ability. Somehow they would interfere with the mastermind's plans. So the mastermind just stole them from you?
でも
And it could also mean somehow my memories may be connected to the mystery of the school and the mastermind. Which is why I have to get them back. That's why I've been investigating things by myself this whole time. But if what you say is true, why didn't you ask the rest of us to help you?
なんで
If I did that, and we all worked as one, the mastermind would have noticed right away. Plus, there's always the chance that the mastermind is actually one of us. What?
そう
Well, don't make it too big of a deal of it. It's just a possibility. But since it is a possibility, we can't ignore it, right? Mastermind. One of us. If she believed that, then of course she couldn't trust anyone around her. In which case, it only makes sense that she would look into the missing memory by herself.
でも
That being said, there was a limit to what I could do by myself, which is why I asked you to help me. But why me? Because among everyone, you were least likely to be the mastermind. That was just intuition, but... See. Your intuition was right, though. There's no way an ordinary kid like me could have been the mastermind.
僕は知っている。僕は全部知っているはずだ。僕の目的はここから出ることじゃない。ここに残ることなんだ。
Just like the dream I had before, but why did that just happen?
ね
Are you okay? Oh, yeah, it's nothing. It is nothing, right?
ね
Even now, I still trust you, you know? It's just, I'm not used to relying on others.
そう
I know I never asked you for help the right way, so I understand if you're not convinced. Honestly, I was convinced. I think that's just her personality. Better talk to Kyoko. You said you had a reason for doing all that investigating on your own. So how'd that turn out? Were you able to remember anything?
それは
I think there's still a lot I don't remember, but at the very least, I was finally able to recall my purpose and my ability. You mentioned your ability.
私は
My ability, what everyone should have known me for. I'm the ultimate detective! The ultimate detective?
そう
And the reason I came to Hope's Peak Academy. was someone I had to find here in the school. You had to find someone? Who?
それが
Well, it was the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy. The headmaster? Why did you want to find the headmaster? Because he's my father. What?
つまり
I was separated from him as a child. As it turns out, he became the headmaster of Hope's Peak. Yoko's dad. Is Hope's Peak headmaster? Yeah, she's very plot important. She is very much relevant. Yeah, I see what you mean when you called her the 7 of this story. She's the key to all of this. She's a more serious character than we're used to. Father is Hope's Peak's headmaster? And that explains... Oh yeah, she is a detective. Oh yeah! An amnesiac detective. Oh. Oh. This game released like, what, 2 years after... 2 or 3 years after 999? Pretty sure Kodaka could have been like looking over at that dev team and be like, hey, why don't I just steal? Wait.
私は
When Alter Ego told us how he thought the headmaster was involved. I'll find a way. Huh?
私は
No matter what it takes, I will find the headmaster.
必ず
No matter the cost. Kyoko, what's going on?
私は
My memory hadn't come back at that point, but when he said that, I felt strange. It makes perfect sense now, of course, since my whole purpose for coming here was to find him. It makes sense.
だけど
But listen, Makoto. I want to make sure I want to make this perfectly clear so there's no misunderstanding. I said the headmaster wasn't the mastermind, but I didn't say that to protect him. I only said what I felt based on what I'd seen when I snuck into the headmaster's room. Then what did you see in there?
それは
Yeah, he could have been glancing over and been like, "Hey, what are you guys working on?" And maybe like, probably like there was some crosstalk between the teams. The room had been ransacked. The shelves were a mess. The desk drawers dumped on the floor. The only conclusion is that someone who didn't know where anything was had been hidden in there. Oh my god, I did not read that correctly at all. The only conclusion is that someone who didn't know where anything was had been in there. You mean the mastermind, right?
そうね
That was my assumption, yes. And to confirm my suspicion, I decided to investigate the second floor of the dorms using the key I'd found. But why there? Because I also found this in the headmaster's room. This some kind of map?
ええ
It's a layout of the entirety of Hope's Peak Academy. I found it in the headmaster's room along with Mukuro's profile and that key. The map showed that the second floor was home to a number of rooms meant for faculty use. Some of the staff must have had to stay overnight from time to time, and I figured the headmaster would have some kind of private room there. I assumed that if that were true, that room would likely hold more clues, so I went to check.
そう
And that's when I finally remembered. I remembered that my purpose was to find the owner of that room. So you went there to see if the headmaster really did have a private room there.
だけど
Once I got there, I noticed that the second floor of the dorms didn't have any cameras or monitors. So what was it like, that part of the school, I mean? It's hard to describe. All I can say is,
私は
the moment I saw it, I realized whatever's going on in this school is more horrific than we ever imagined. What do you mean?
それは
I can't explain it. You'll need to see it for yourself. And I'm sure you'll get your chance soon enough. Sounds like it must be important. Really ominous.
だけど
Of course, once it... why I had no idea what was going on in the rest of the building. It has to do with Mukuro Ikusaba, doesn't it?
でも
Just to be perfectly clear, I didn't kill her. And I know it wasn't you either. I know you're right, but that just means everyone but you and me had an alibi. So then who did kill her?
とにかく
What I can say for sure is that the mastermind is directly involved. To begin with, the point of the class trial of Mukuro Ikusaba was to get me killed. Get you killed?
ええ
I stole that key and disappeared. And in retaliation, they wanted to draw me out and eliminate me.
そう
That was the point of the class trial. It was? The mastermind knew they couldn't interfere directly. You mean because of the school regulations?
そうよ
Exactly. With minimal restrictions, you are free to explore Hope's Peak Academy at your discretion.
つまり
The mastermind is adamant about following the rules, and with that rule in place, they couldn't step in. Since they couldn't kill me themselves, they tried to use the class trial to do it. Mastermind couldn't step in because of the rules? That makes it sound like Mastermind themselves is somehow bound by the school regulations.
ね
There's one other thing I'd like to point out about the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba. It's that there was a point where Mukuro may not have become the victim. It could have been you, Makoto. I could have become the victim?
え
You know what I'm talking about, right? Do you mean during the night?
私は
I can hear them, you know. Footsteps of the god of death. What? I can hear the god of death as he moves. That ability naturally draws me into cases just like this,
とにかく
which is exactly what happened with you. I was in the dorms and I had a sudden sense of dread. I looked down the stairwell and I saw a white shadow cross the corridor. I gave chase right away. As I followed it, I saw the shadow go into your room.
そう
I ran into your room and I saw what was happening. I intervened immediately, of course.
だけど
That wasn't the end of things, of course. I stopped them, but that led to whoever the masked assailant was, they ended up dead.
そう
And their murder was disguised, and the dojo key wound up in my room. It all has to be the work of the mastermind in an attempt to use the class trial to eliminate me. So all this would mean that whoever killed Mukuro is also the mastermind, right?
ええ
I don't have conclusive evidence, but that's what I think. That's really bad if true. It means the mastermind can kill whoever they want if they feel like it. Wait, but doesn't that create another contradiction? The mastermind wanted to use the class trial to try and kill you because they couldn't interfere, right?
そう
You're right, that is a contradiction. And it's not just Mukuro. They needed the class trial to kill me, but seemed ready to kill you in your room. Everything they did is a contradiction. So what does it all mean?
つまり
It means the mastermind is the one who's been cornered. Huh?
苗木くん
Just a little more. A little more and I should be able to figure out the mastermind's identity. The identity of the other ultimate despair. The other ultimate despair? There's no doubt that Mukuro was the ultimate despair and that she's dead. But I don't think the ultimate despair is just one person. It's not?
ええ
If you think about it, the ultimate despair seems to implicate whoever caused that event. You're talking about what happened a year ago. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The tragedy. Whoever's responsible for that, they're the ultimate despair?
どうやら
That despicable group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. Then they're,
ええ
make no mistake, they're the root of all evil that has forced us to go through with this. That is the ultimate despair. And that is our real enemy. Six. To be continued. Let's get to the chapter title card. The Ultimate Despair. A group of people who caused the tragedy 1 year ago. Those same people put together this killing game and began broadcasting it around the world. The most desperately awful group of people ever. That is the Mastermind's true identity. Our enemy has finally been revealed. But right now we have to get out of this horrible place. Figuring out the rest of the story can come after. Yeah, you're right. It's locked, but we have a way to open the store. Kyoko, do you still have that one thing? Monokuma's secret tool you got from the headmaster's room? Of course I do. It's an absolutely vital part of ensnaring the Mastermind. I would never part with it. And it can open any door in the school, right? That's right. And we should be able to use it on that door, right? Can we use your key of this? Key of yours to open this door? Let's find out. Kyoko took out the key with the Monokuma design on it and slid it into the keyhole. And then... yes, it opened. And now we can get out of here. Let's go. Sounds good. We quickly opened the door and made our escape from the garbage pit. Finally. We were finally free. But there wasn't even time to take a breath of relief, because the real fight had just begun. Ultimate pain, ultimate suffering, ultimate despair, ultimate execution, ultimate death. And that, my friends, will be the end of the stream tonight. Thank you, everybody, for coming to the stream. What a weird class trial. The purpose of that class trial wasn't to find the killer. It was to kill... it was to make another victim. Very curious. So... very fitting that we're ending on this, considering the ghost of this guy appeared in my YouTube chat. So with this, I would like to say thank you all so very much for watching. Thank you for waiting, if you were waiting. And I hope you all have a great rest of your night, and I hope to see you in the next stream, whenever that is. Take care, everybody, and we have a great night. Bye-bye.